We met at Shorter University, and we had our first kind of get-together where we started liking each other with the maid of honor, Jessica.
She really tried her best to get us together, but I didn't want a boyfriend at the time, and I just wasn't into him, and it just never really worked out until, months later. And like looking back on it now, it was completely God's timing, and God just really had my eyes closed to him until it was his perfect timing. And then just all of a sudden, like one day randomly, God opened my eyes to him, and that's when I guess the ball started rolling.
We knew we immediately liked each other once we started bonding over SpongeBob at Soho in Rome. We dated for about 2 years, up to about April. That's when we got married, but we got engaged July 27th of last year.
We went to the aquarium, and he told me that we would get to meet a penguin, which was actually on my bucket list to do. So I was shocked, and in my head I was like, oh, it's gonna happen then.
I go up and ask the question, hey, do penguins really mate for life? And that triggered a series of questions that they knew it was me that was gonna be proposing. And we played this trivia game about penguins, and Karen won this stuffed animal.
He gave me a penguin with a note on it, and then he asked me to marry him in front of the penguins, and then we got to go meet one, so that was really awesome.
Dear Karen, I love you so much. There's not a thing I wouldn't do for you. There's nothing that I want to do without you. Over the past 2 years, I have had the honor and privilege of getting to fall in love with you. Over the past 3 months, I've had the even greater honor and privilege of being your husband.
My husband. For so long, I prayed for my future husband, and I prayed for certain qualities and that God would send him sooner rather than later. Admittedly, the wait for you was long and at times discouraging, but God delivered in his perfect timing. He gave me more than all I asked or imagined, immeasurably more.
Thank you for being patient with me and for doing life with me. Andy from the office said that he wishes there was a way to know when you were in the good old days. I think I know the way. And I don't care how cheesy this sounds because it's true. Karen, you are how I know I'm in the good old days. I know that we are about to start a whole new strand of them in marriage and ministry and so much more. You are the absolute love of my life, besides Jesus. I'm so happy and joyful that I get to love you. I love spending the rest of my life with you. I don't know how I lived life before I met you, because now I confidently know we are better together. Love, your husband, Jack.
Did you know that I remember the exact moment I began liking you? You walked in late to have dinner with a friend and I. We looked at each other, and it's like my heart said, oh. It seemed like that memory is in slow motion. And looking back on it now, I know that was the moment God opened my eyes to you, in his perfect timing and planning. You are my perfect love story. In you, I see my future and home. I'd do it all over again for you. Let's McFreakin' do this. Karen Dodge.
We didn't think coronavirus was going to be that big of a thing in February when we were hearing about it on the news, and then as it kept coming, it just got more and more progressive and bad. Stuff started to shut down, and we had to start making a lot of plan Bs, and then we found out that, once more people got limited to gathering, we had to make some drastic decisions about the wedding and if we should pull through or not on April 10th. We wanted to get married on April 10th, no matter what.
Why wait, especially when we've had it planned and we love each other and we want to get married? We didn't want to wait. So we had to make the hard decision to reschedule, but we did end up getting married in April in his neighborhood with just our family, and it was honestly perfect. It was small, but it was nice to be with family and to have that time.
I won't ever forget that day for many reasons, not only besides marrying the love of my life.
So now here we are at our rescheduled where we can finally celebrate.
I saw COVID-19, I knew we'd need a backup plan. So I booked the neighborhood that same day. Plan C was the neighborhood, Plan B was the venue, and Plan A was being here a long, long time ago. Pretty much the day I met her.